Are you guys ready for this? It is time to show you my pantry again, to show you my freezers, to show you my fridge, and to show you the surprise that I've been teasing about. Let's go ahead and jump into the pantry. The first part of my pantry that I'm going to show you is actually in my office. It's my daughter's old bedroom. So let me show you what we've done to this since we have officially kicked her out of the house. So this is her old closet, obviously. Up top, we have all of our painting supplies, home improvement type supplies. Over in the corner are my uniforms. And then I also have a shampooer and my vacuum in here. So this is kind of like my cleaning closet. And then on the top of this right here, we have some pet treats, things like that, some Kleenexes. My husband uses a Zippo lighter, so he's got his lighter fluid. And then I still have this white cupboard. It used to be in my laundry room and pantry. And so this is how I organize a lot of the stuff and all of the extras I have. I've told you guys that I would love to get to have 1 year of non-food items in my pantry. And so I'm not going to go through everything. You guys can see I have soap, I have Pine Sol, I have Lysol, I have Clorox wipes, there's Windex, some various cleaning things. Down here I have garbage bags. I also have all of my Swiffer stuff, my dusters and my mops. And I really like this basket because in the back I can put a couple of the liquids in there. And then down at the bottom, I've got my laundry soap and my fabric softener, and I actually have space for one more laundry soap in there. So that is on the list to buy. Then I went ahead and used this area over here. I've got some Kleenexes there. I've got my extra parchment paper there since it's so big. And this right here, this was just on my local for sale site, and it was a nightstand from a hotel. So how perfect is that? A little bit more Swiffer wet jet stuff. Here is my Cascade. I just got a year's worth of that. And then we have got Dawn down here. And I'm actually, if you can see back in the back, there's the big blue one. I'm actually going to get one more big blue Dawn and then call that good. And these orange Swiffers wet jets right here, these were at the thrift store, so couldn't say no to those. So that's the first part of where we keep things for our prepper pantry. Now remember, a pantry is not just food items. It is non-food items as well. All right, let's go ahead and go into our pantry laundry room next. This is my laundry room and my pantry room. Now it's pretty dark in here, so I've set up a light, so I'm gonna have to take some different shots, but I wanna show you guys what it looks like now. We are still in the process of remodeling, and so my husband took a cupboard over there. If you watched my last pantry haul, you would have seen that. I am now using the top of my fridge for all of my canners and kitchen items that are larger. And of course, we've got an extra fridge and freezer here. And this is where I keep the Swiffer, the broom, and my step stool because I'm short. And over here, of course, we've got aprons and extension cords and levels and things like that. And so, of course, this right here, I put this on after I painted the room red, sorting out life one load at a time. And so you can see that is just a coat hanger. Go ahead and having all kinds of stuff on there. And then, of course, the ironing board, all of that stuff is on there. And then up here, my husband built this shelf for me. I have not had a chance to paint it yet. It is on the list because I have to do the trim for the surprise I'm going to show you guys. And when I do the trim for that, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So this is his coffee. He currently has a 6-month supply of Dunkin' Donuts coffee from Sam's Club. And of course, on the front of them, I write the date. And then there's my extra oats. So I've got 2 big things. I believe it's 20 pounds of oats over there because they're 5-pound bags and there's 4 of them. So we are utilizing that space now that used to be wasted space. And then we have the newest addition to our pantry, this shelf right here. Now this shelf is actually a temporary fix because we plan on doing a built-in pantry on this wall with nice deep shelves. I'm trying to stay out of the light because it is kind of dark over here. Let me go ahead and walk in front of the light and show you guys what we have got in the pantry. Let's start up on the top shelf, shall we? I'm not going to go through every single thing, but you guys are going to get the basics of it. So these cans right here, these are extras of the tomatoes, of the corn and the green beans. And I got this from the thrift store for like $1. I have got some oxygen absorbers sitting here, and these are my tomatoes. And this is actually too big for the tomatoes, but that's where they're at right now. I've got my canning supplies on top of there. You can see Tatler lids, you can see regular lids, Pickle Crisp, Sure Gel. I've got all kinds of good stuff in there. And if you look and you recognize a box, I've got the 4-jar lids in there as well. I've got lemon juice for canning. I actually have, what do I have? 5 bottles of vinegar. I need another. I've got 5 bottles of vinegar, 1.5 bottles of apple cider vinegar, and I leave this vinegar right here because it's the one that's open and I can barely reach up there, you guys, but I needed to move it. And so here I have shelf-stable almond milk as well as whole milk from the Dollar Tree. Now, we have not tried that whole milk yet, but we do plan on it. And then, you know, what kind of pantry is a pantry or a prepper stockpile without some ramen? So we've got an extra case of beef and chicken up there. And then we do have some powdered milk. My husband does like powdered milk. And we actually have 2 bags of powdered milk up here. The front one is open and the back one is not. So that is the top shelf of the pantry. And my pantry shelf is designed to grab things from the front except for the bread. And I've just put the bread up here, trying to figure out where I want to put bread in my pantry. And I just went grocery shopping, and we have company coming. So we've got buns and English muffins and French bread, and then we've got the loaf of bread that we're working on that shelf. Then we've got all kinds of tomato products. I actually need to get more diced tomatoes. And of course, we've got our Prego and pasta sauce here. We've got ragu. We've got chicken and beef broth. We've got all of our bouillon bases here. And then we have got our shelf-stable meat. So I have got canned chicken back there. And then I've got this smoked ham that I got on sale. And I want more tuna. I only have 5 cans of tuna. So that is on my list. And then we have got Spam coming out the wazoo. Spam and luncheon meat from Walmart. And then we have got this shelf-stable bacon from Sam's Club. Let's go ahead and move on down to this shelf. So on this shelf, I've got my potatoes. I've just used this box that was at the grocery store for right now. I love these instant potatoes. They make it easy. And then back here, we have taco shells. We have a stuffing mix. We have potatoes, you know, things like that. Easy, simple things. Let's see if I can put that back up there. Then we've got pasta up here. Now, we also have a pasta basket that you guys are going to see in a minute. So we've definitely been stockpiling on pasta, and we have got a lot more of that. For right now, we probably are at the limit of what our shelf will hold and our pantry will hold. Then we've got our suddenly salads. Our family loves suddenly salads, and I only buy these when they go on sale. So we will start working through these. And let me show you guys. We have all kinds of different kinds. We like them all. I do have them by date, and you can see I've got all of the dates right there. And so we just pick those by the dates. And then we have mac and cheese. We are a mac and cheese family. If you saw one of my most recent grocery hauls, you know I got 2 cases of Kraft macaroni and cheese because they were on an amazing sale at Sam's Club. We've got all kinds of mac and cheese. This date right here, of course, remember you guys, it's just a Best By date, and we do eat stuff after that date. And so, for example, right here, we've got Velveeta shells and cheese, and we've got 4 of these, and we're going to start working our way through these because it is now October, and these are from August. And then we've got some generics back there that we're going to try. And I just got this pack of Velveeta from Sam's Club, so I figured why not put it right there on the Velveeta shells and cheese. So pastas and easy items on that shelf. Then we go down a shelf and we have got canned goods. So we have got beans and more beans and more beans and chili and refried beans and ranch style beans. We also have some Bush's beans back there as well. And these are my seasoning packets, so I thought that was a great place to put those. We've got a few cans of SpaghettiOs left over. My son has demolished those. If you watch my grocery haul where I bought a whole bunch, we've got some Dinty Moore beef stew back there. And then we've got some canned fruit. We're not a huge canned fruit family besides pumpkin for cooking. So we've got a cherry pie filling. I usually keep at least one of these around, if not more, because I make a dessert out of it, and that's what my son always wants. We've got a couple things of pears and some pineapple, and then in the back we do have some coconut cream and some coconut milk. And then we have quite a bit of pumpkin. We do have these larger cans up front, but it's hard to see. There are smaller cans back behind. And then we've got a big old jar of jalapenos right in the way. But we've got pickles and relish and pepperoncinis and jalapenos and all kinds of great, yummy goodness there. We love pickled items. And then we've got some more canned items here. And these green beans and corn are to be used first. And then we've got some mixed vegetables and some diced potatoes and some sweet peas and some yams. I do want to let you guys know that these right here, this is just empty behind these right now because I am just starting. Now my sweet, sweet husband, he grabbed these for me for the shelf. He ordered them for me. And I love being able to stack stuff without them falling over, but he chose black. Never in my wildest dreams would I pick black because, as you can see, it's dusty and it also stops the light from being able to get through. So if you do get one of these shelves and you get the covers, I recommend that you get the clear ones that they have. But of course, I love my husband. He bought these for me, so we put them on here and they've been amazing. And then we use a lot of green chilies and a lot of mushrooms in our cooking, so we've got that. And we absolutely love olives, so we've got a full stack. And we've got some green garlic olives. Next time I go to Sam's, I'm going to buy some more garlic jalapeno olives. They're the green ones if you guys have not tried those. And then let's slide on over here. We've got that green chili enchilada sauce and the red chili enchilada sauce. It's not red chili, I guess, just red, that I found on sale. So that's where those are. And then we've got some onion soup mix, some noodle soup mix. I need to get some more onion soup mix. I want to actually keep probably about 6 of those in my pantry because I use them quite often. I've used at least 3 packs in the past month. And then we've got our soups. I just purchased all of these Progressos, and because the cans are a little bit taller, they stack okay, but it's kind of hard to get them in there and out. So I just chose to stack them like this. I have 5 of them and they're just for me because they are WW friendly. Then we've got some 15 bean soup here that we will cook up this winter. And then we have got our Campbell's soup. So our 2 favorite kinds of Campbell's soup are cream of mushroom and tomato. Most other things that you see are just to have in the pantry or to cook with. The French onion and the cheddar cheese are for recipes. And then down here, we've got some peanut butter and jelly. Now, my husband went through a kick where he was eating peanut butter by the cupful. I kid you guys not. So my goal is to have 8 of these. And I did have 8 of these not that long ago. So I'm down to 4. So that's on my next order list. And then we've got a few jarred jellies here, but I am canning a lot. So I don't plan on buying a lot more. Grape is one thing that I will always buy. And of course, if you buy them from Sam's Club, they are quite inexpensive. Then we've got chocolate syrup because chocolate syrup is delicious. And we've got a lot of different condiments. And actually, you guys, I'm going to put this sauerkraut. I want it up here with the pickles. It just, to me, seems like a better place for it. So we have got honey back there. We've got some barbecue sauce. We've got some Asian things. We've got Parmesan cheese. And we've got salsas. And we've got green salsas. And we've got hot salsa. Now, when I show you guys my canned goods, my home canned goods, you are going to see a lot of salsa. Sometimes it's nice just to have the hot paste. Back there, we've got a big thing of soy sauce, and then we've got some taco sauce for when we do street tacos. We've got a different type of sriracha sauce since sriracha is on the hard to find list from the peppers. We've got cocktail sauce. We've got some dressings. We've got some mustards. We are a ranch loving family, so we definitely have ranch back there. We have got red wine vinegar, white vinegar. In the very back with the light blue, that's a light mayo. We've got some ketchup, and then we've got regular mayo and Miracle Whip. And then down here on the floor, we have got all kinds of yummy goodness. So let me move this bucket right here. So we have got white rice, we've got sugar, and we've got flour. And so the date that is on these buckets right here is the dates that were on the bags. So sugar here, you can see 7 of 24. And rice, I actually put that in there in the bags. So there are 2 bags from Sam's Club in there. The flour is 422. And then let me show you guys this corner over here. This is going to change. I'm going to get some 3-gallon food safe buckets from my bakery. They have been telling me they're going to give me some, and so I keep asking, and they've been out. Down here, I've got another 25 pounds of sugar. I also have some Mylar bags and some oxygen absorbers. I've got this 25-pound bag of onions that I will be using for canning as well as using in the cooking process, you know, during the next couple months. I've got a 12-pound bag of pinto beans that I'm going to be canning chili beans with. And then we have this great big huge bowl of apples. And these apples are sitting here waiting to be canned. I just bought them at the store, and I am waiting on my clear gel so that I can do apple pie filling. And then let me see if I can hold my camera and move this off. So this bucket right here is flour, and so this is $12.23 for flour. It is only a couple 5-pound bags in here, so this is not completely full. I planned on putting the big bag into this, but these were dated much later than that big bag that I got from Sam's Club. And then we've got I don't know, what is this, 6 gallons, 7 gallons worth of water that are actually going to go down below us right now into the crawl space for emergency water. Let me put these apples back up and get my butt up, and I'll show you what's under the laundry basket. So this, of course, is a working laundry room. So yes, there is dirty laundry in there. I know, it's totally surprising. And we have got sugar in here. There's 35 pounds of sugar in here with oxygen absorbers. And the date that I put it in there was 10/4 of 22. And then we have got more rice right here. And this rice is still in the bag as well. As you walk into my pantry, of course, you see what I just showed you already. Then we turn the corner and you see my washer and dryer. You see another cute red wall that I painted. And then you see pantry items. Let's go ahead and go through our pantry items. We are actually going to start up at the top, and we're going to go down this all the way down. And then up there, you of course see the coffee to give you guys some orientation. So there is my cereal. And yes, we are a cereal eating family. One thing you will notice with most of those dates, those are actually for next year. I believe the top 2 boxes on the right hand side are the only 2 that expire this year. So we definitely eat through. We have extra oatmeal, we have extra Pop-Tarts, and we do eat out of this pantry. So if you look, that Pop-Tart is open and that oatmeal is open right there. And then this basket right here is full of chips. I love this basket right here because it is super easy to grab down. It's super light, and you can put chips in there and it's not a problem. Then we're going to go ahead and roll on down here. We've got extra spices right here. And these are the ones that I use to fill my pantry spices with. So we've got a whole bunch of salt in here. We've got a lot of spices that we use. And then we have kind of a baking hot cocoa shelf right here. So I have extra shortening. I have coconut oil. I have vegetable oil. I've got an extra thing of real vanilla, some corn syrup. We have got some molasses. When I'm out of brown sugar, I'm not going to buy it anymore, and I'm going to start making my brown sugar. We've got some raisins. We've got some cooking spray, and we've got all kinds of hot cocoa from our hot cocoa bar last year. And then we have got some baking stuff. Now, I was planning on starting my sourdough already. That's what this bread flour is for right here. But my husband had a surprise for me, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be in town, so I waited to see until we were here. So this is going to get started probably my next days off. So I'll use that. And then we have got brownie mixes and cake mixes, and we've got a few more cake mixes there. I buy these when they are on sale for 99 cents. And I bought a whole bunch of yellow cake mixes because I think for Christmas I'm going to do something fun with that. And of course, brownies. We always make brownies. And then we have got a couple things of evaporated milk and one thing of condensed milk. I do want to get some more of this for my prepper pantry. And then we have got some cornbread mix, and we've got 2 things of cornstarch, and we have a thing of frosting. Then this basket right here is my baking basket. So it's got brown sugar and powdered sugar and anything that you need for baking. It's got chocolate chips, it's got nuts, it's got sugar-free items in here as well. And I actually just realized that I have some salt in here that I need to go ahead and put with the other seasonings. So you can see all kinds of powdered sugar. There's brown sugar down there as well. And then this next basket is our pasta basket. So luckily we have been going through the pasta basket. And so what we've been going through is our egg noodles. We're down 3 egg noodles there. So we do need to get a couple more of those when they come on sale. The spaghetti that we use and pull from is always here. I always check this basket before I go off of the pantry shelf. And then we've got a few chow mein noodles right there. And this next section is a snack shelf. It does have a couple gifts from a friend on here. We have got stuff from Chris at Chris Budgets. Hey, Chris! Can't wait to try these pumpkin pancakes. We've got the couple teas there. And we've got granola bars and crackers and Club Crisps. And we have got open chips, open nuts. Anything that's opened or small goes into here. We've got new things of chips. We've got some Pringles back in here. And then we have got some puddings right here. Puddings and jellos right here, you guys. So I thought this was a good use of space when I found these. I think I found these at like the Family Dollar or something. And then let's go on down here to the next set of shelves. This right here is a breakfast shelf. Now, I know you see right here that this pasta is here, and you're like, Marlene, most people don't eat pasta for breakfast. I should actually move that and put my pumpkin pancake mix right there. So we have got Bisquick. That is what is behind there. We have got a big thing of syrup. We've got sugar-free syrup, and we have got pancake mix. Now, of course, you notice that's expired. Guess what? It's still perfectly good, or its best by date is past. Still perfectly good, and we are using it like crazy. Then we've got more crackers, and I hid the club crackers in the back. That did not work. My teenager has been getting in there. Let's get rid of this really quick, shall we? Club crackers are the favorite, and I do have another one of these on my Sam's list for next month. So they're not coming in October, they'll come in November. So we have got a lot of Townhouse, and we've got quite a few Triscuits just because that's what I found on sale. And we've got some more snacky type things. Some Chex Mix, some pretzels, more of those Club Crisps. I've got extra croutons and tortilla strips there. And then down at the very bottom, we have dog food, cat food, and beverages. And so I've got Clamato down here. I've got some Fresca, some sugar-free or Coke Zero Vanilla, some drinking water, and some Pedialyte down there. Now, let me get up and we'll show you the top of the other shelf. Here is the top of the other side of the pantry. Obviously, this is paper goods and batteries. There's not batteries up there. Light bulbs. So I love having these stacking baskets up here. They're easy to see. You can see napkins and forks and spoons and cups. And then we've got plates right there. Then on the next aisle is my Ziploc bags, my parchment paper, extra foil, saran wrap, and of course my laundry stuff here. And then I also have this little thing right here. These are toothpicks and matches and extra sponges. And then this is my working laundry area right here. I could take a couple of these and move them into the new area. And I think I might do that actually. We have got OxyClean, we've got Stain Stopper, we've got bleach, and we've got Color Safe bleach, and we've got tools mixed into here. Like this shelf right here is obviously a hodgepodge. My husband is working on getting stuff out. I've got my Food Saver and my Food Saver bags here. I've got some extra spice jars, and then I've got my Scentsy shelf here with all of my Scentsy. So let's go ahead and look at the fridge here in the pantry and the freezer. Okay, so I have done some reorganization. You're going to see a lot of Ziploc bags in here because there is a lot of pre-made meals in here. So when our yogurts get close to expiring, I put them in the freezer because yogurts are still good in the freezer. So we've got a few yogurts in here. We have got some of my raspberry jelly and my strawberry jelly. We've got some Freezy Pops in here. These go to my vegetable tray. Same thing with the cheese. When the cheese gets close to going bad, I put it in the freezer. And I've only got one thing of cream of mushroom soup in there. I'm so sad, and heavy cream is so expensive right now. So let's go ahead and look in here, trying to stay out of the light. So we have got a lot of stuff in here. This is my husband's water. It should not be in here. I obviously didn't look before. So this bottom shelf, let me get out of the light's way. There we go. I repositioned the light. Okay, so my husband's water. He freezes that and then he fills it with water, and he obviously forgot to do it today. It should be at work with him. Let's start at the top shelf. We have got yeast up there. Yeast, and then we've got a few Cool Whip here. I've got a little bit of rhubarb left that I need to use up. And this right here is smoked pork for street tacos. Then we have got a thing of Black Forest lunch meat, and we've got some burger that is already browned. That is my concept in this freezer, is this is freezer meals or components that are already marinated or cooked. And so right here you can see street tacos. This is pork for street tacos. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on the top shelf. And then we have got taco meat. I just did all of this taco meat. This pasta sauce I just did right here. We have got some chili, taco soup, hamburger meat or taco meat. And then I froze this goulash right here. It has pasta in it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. This is one of the next things that I'll be pulling out. And then we've got some marinated chicken. So this is all marinated chicken. This right here is shredded chicken. This is going to be coming out because I'm going to make a big batch of chicken and dumplings, probably a triple batch, and freeze 2 parts of the base before I put the dumplings in. It freezes amazing. If you need a chicken and dumpling recipe, this is one to try. And of course, I just found a hair in the freezer. Sorry. Keeping it real here. Let me put my husband's water back in. So that is the freezer. Now let's check out the fridge. So here is our extra fridge, and we have company coming, you guys. So this fridge is very full, and that is why. So let's start on the shelf, or on the door. We have got seeds. That is seeds for the garden and stuff. I was always told to put them in the fridge. I don't know if that's right or not, but we've got seeds. Then we have cheese, and we have the butter that we're currently using. We have salted and unsalted butter in the fridge. We've got cream cheese, and I buy cream cheese quite a bit when I go out of town. And we've got some Laughing Cows. We've got some waters to drink. We've got some champagne and some Pillsbury stuff down here on the bottom. I have some almond milk, some more caramel, and some sugar-free whipped cream. Up here on the very top, you can see I've got some half and half. This is for recipes. This is the sour cream. We already have one in our fridge. I've got 2 yogurts that I'm going to be freezing. In the very back, if you see all of those lids of pickles, that is just pickle juice. We use our pickle juice. And this is the avocado salsa that I bought, you guys, on clearance. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I never did research on whether it could be frozen or not. We used a whole one. It's still good until November 10th, but it is so tasty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited I found that. Then we have the cheese drawer because, you know, cheese, and we've got some ham in there as well. And I have got yogurts for me here, and then some yogurts for everybody else, along with some snack packs. These are sugar-free Jellos for me. And we have got some soda. First time I've had soda in I don't know how long. We've got orange juice as well as coffee creamer because we have company and we're doing a brunch. And then down in the bottom we have got some adult beverages. All right, let's go out to the garage. All right, everybody. Here we are in the garage. This is the freezer that my in-laws gave me. I'm so excited. We got this freezer because my husband has a moose tag, and we're hoping he's going to be filling that moose tag sooner rather than later. And a moose is a large animal, so we're trying not to fill this freezer with other items. But you're going to see right now it looks kind of full. All right, let's talk about what we've got in here. In this top basket right here, you're going to see pork. This is all from a wild boar that my husband got in Texas last year. So he made maple breakfast sausage, and we've got some back straps in there. We do have some bison in there that we need to get eaten up. That's actually going to be within the next couple weeks. And then down here, we've got some bread because I'm dumb and bought too much bread. That's really all that is. And then we've got those 3 great big huge pork picnic roasts that I picked up on clearance. And one of them is going to get smoked this weekend. 2 are going to get canned just as soon as I have time. Below those are deer meat under there. We've got some pizzas right here. We've got some baking flour that's just taking a nap in here until I get some stuff to pack it in. And then underneath that, we have got deer that I'm going to go ahead and can up. This is older deer, so I'm going to get that canned up. And so it's a whole basket full. So I've got a lot of canning projects in here. And then we have got a ham. This is going to be for brunch this coming weekend. And we have got vanilla ice cream. And then we've got this pepperoni. I picked this up, I don't know how long ago, you guys. It was an amazing deal. 75 cents. It's the super value pack. I got this at Misc, and they were 75 cents a piece. We just break it up and take small sections in with us. I got several of them when I bought them, so that's the last one. And then we have got the apple pie that if you watch my last grocery haul, or one of my last ones that you saw that I grabbed on clearance, we're going to make apple pie milkshakes with this, with some of that. And then I've got that take and bake bread right there. So trying to keep this empty as much as possible. Like I said, this stuff is going to be in the, either cooked or canned. That is going to be cooked for Thanksgiving. This will be gone. All of this will be canned up. So when you think about that, there's not that much in there. Let's check the other freezer. So this is a freezer that we got at a garage sale. So it is an older freezer, but it works amazing. Let me see if I can open the door all the way. Of course not, because my husband's toolbox or tool chest is in the way. So sorry about the light. This is the best I can do. It is what it is. So on the top shelf, all that cheese that you guys see me buy goes on the top shelf. So we have got mostly cheddar in here, but I do have a taco, and then I have a mozzarella and a couple other kinds in there as well. We've got some blue cheese in there. Ooh, I think I might do I have to look and see if I've got cranberries. If I do, I think I've just thought of something else I can make for the brunch. And then we've got butter. I don't keep a lot of unsalted butter on hand because I don't use it as much. So everything back there, I believe that those are 3 deep. Yes, 3 deep. So I've got 12 pounds of butter in there. And then this shelf here is a hodgepodge of all kinds of things. We have got fish and shrimp here, and of course we've got Cool Whip. I didn't talk about the Cool Whip in the other freezer, but there's Cool Whip there. And then we've got all my freezer jellies. So we've got raspberry and strawberry, and then we have all of our potatoes that we buy. So hash browns, tater tots, these potatoes O'Brien. We've got some vegetables in here, and then we've got tortillas back there. Those Olay tortillas are mine, and down at the bottom, those are the rest of my family's tortillas. And they're starting to get kind of low, so I need to be watching for some of those. And then we have got meat, and more meat, and more meat. Here, let me turn my flash. Oh, there we go. Look it. Let there be light. All right, so this is kind of a hodgepodge. This right here obviously has hamburgers in it, but the stuff in the front are pork steaks. And this is all beef. Most of it's ground beef. These beef roasts right here on top are going to be canned into beef stew. We've got 1 thing of steaks. We've got some pork ribs. This right here is all pork. We've bought pork, and then obviously we have store-bought pork. And so this whole thing, we've got bacon in here. We've got sausage. We've got pork tenderloin in there wrapped with bacon. And then that is my chicken basket there. Whew, thought I wasn't going to be able to get it back in there. So we have a lot of meat in here. And then when we go on the door, we have more stuff. And so we have got my favorite sausages over here on the end, the Adele's that I was stocking up on. So those pineapple and bacon are delicious. And then we've got brats, we've got andouille sausage, my son's favorite cheese hot dogs that I only buy when they're on sale. And you guys know I love clearance stuff. Let me show you guys another clearance thing. these right here, these Adele meatballs, $1. They were $5. These teriyaki and pineapple meatballs are delicious. We're down to the last two. And then we've got more brats and sausage and chorizo. And then we've got some English muffin and some bread. We have found that this bread right here, this Bread Lovers, does not freeze well. And some of this bread right here, I think I'm going to make into breadcrumbs because I have so much bread because I bought too much. So that is the garage freezers. Now let's end in the kitchen. All right, everybody, we're in my kitchen. If you've watched my channel before, you know what my kitchen looks like. I have got caramelized onions going to be canned. I just filmed a video on cowboy stew, so make sure you guys check that out. And that's just cooling so I can put it away. But this is where the surprises are. So first of all, I want to show you some video of before. All right, everybody. I am finally going to organize my spices and stuff, so I want to show you some video of before I organize them. So this is what my cupboard looks like up here right now. So you can see I've got all the baking stuff up there. I've got vinegars and oils and sprays and stuff there. I've got some random seasonings here. I've got big bottles of seasonings here of stuff that we use a lot of, okay? And then in this cupboard over here, I have a hot mess. This bottom shelf is full of a lot of the spices that we use every single day. Then on the next shelf, we've got some more spices. We've got some Advil. We've got some extracts. We've got cocoa powder and also salt on this shelf. And then up here we have more medicines. And then we've got some baking stuff up there, baking powder, baking soda, and vanilla. And then up at the very top, we have got more baking stuff. And of course you see medications as well. So this is my before. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is my spice cabinet that I redid. So my spices go above my stove. So let's take a look. So here is my spice cabinet. I absolutely love it. That thrift store Lazy Susan came in so handy. Up at the top, I've always kept my rice, my oatmeal, my brown sugar, all of that stuff up there. So it just got beautified, got new labels, just got cleaned, all of that type of stuff. All of my baking stuff is mainly up there. And then these bottles are all new, and I just used my label maker and went ahead and labeled them. And you can see we've got all the spices that we use in our family right here. And then I went ahead and got another 3-tiered little shelf. Got that at the thrift store for like $1. And we've got oils and vinegars and all of that type of stuff up here. We also have all the salts that we use. We have canning salt, we have salt, and we have kosher salt. And then we have got a canola oil, I think right now. Oh, a blend oil and olive oil back there. So I'm so excited with how this turned out. And because I redid this cupboard, I redid the cupboard next to it too. So let me show you. Ta-da! So pretty. So here's more spices that we use. These are the bigger containers. So we do the Montreal steak, the seasoned salt, garlic salt, tahini, ranch, the Kinders, and then we also have some bouillon in the middle there. And then this next one is a little bit of extra spices, but mainly baking stuff. So we do have a little bit of spices there. And these were just spices that I couldn't get to fit other places. And so mainly I've been using it for my baking stuff. It usually stays like that. And then up there we have our medicines. That is the most organized our medicines have ever been. That's a 3-tier shelf, so it makes it a little bit easier to see things. Obviously, I still have to get up on a stool to grab anything besides stuff right in the very front. And I put our cough drops down here on the bottom. And then up there we have a baking shelf. And so more baking stuff. I've got baking cups up there. The little wooden box is filled with more of the decoration things. So more perils, is that what they're called? Stuff like that. We've got some Easter egg dye in there because we haven't dyed Easter eggs in a while. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. Turned out super functional. We love being able to use everything. And for me, for the most part, from this shelf right here, I can reach everything without needing a stool. Up here, I call one of my tall men in the home, or I get a stool to get that stuff there. I'm going to teach you a little bit longer, and we're going to do the fridge and the freezer in here and these cupboards right here, and then I'm going to show you my last surprise. So let's jump over into this stuff. I did not clean the fridge or the freezer before this video. I warn you guys. Let's start with the freezer, shall we? And obviously, this is the freezer that we use on a day-to-day basis. I try not to keep it too packed because I want to be able to see stuff. So on the top is all of the fruit. These peaches are waiting to be turned into peach jelly. And the raspberries and the blueberries, I don't know what I'm doing with them. The bananas, of course, are going to go into bread. Then we've got what I term a breakfast shelf right here. We've got bacon and hash browns and toaster strudels, more bacon, English muffins, a little bit of guac, and we've got some donuts. Donuts freeze very well, you guys. So when I bought all those donuts, when I bought the sour cream ones and the pumpkin ones, I froze some of them so I didn't feel like I had to eat them all. And then I've got kind of a hodgepodge shelf. These right here are my sister-in-law's. I don't know what the heck they are. They're some sort of vegan burger or something. And so I need to ask her if she actually wants those and give those back to her, because she brought them for a barbecue one time and then didn't eat them. And then we've got our street taco stuff in here. We've got the stuff to make crab rangoons. We have got this cheese blend right here. I love this cheese blend, but it takes us a while to go through it. So I freeze it and then just pull it out a little bit at a time. That right there is some chicken broth that I froze. So I'm going to go ahead and get that used up. And then we have fast, easy stuff here. So we've got burritos and pizza rolls, stuff like that that is opened. And then on the bottom shelf, this is all vegetables. So we have got some tomatoes that were getting ready to go bad. So I threw those in a freezer bag to use in cooking. I just diced up some red bell pepper that was getting ready to go bad. And we've got some zucchini. I'm going to be making a double chocolate zucchini bread for the brunch this weekend. And then, of course, we've got all of the other types of vegetables that I buy. Stay there, tomatoes. And then in the door, nothing too significant. I do have some sausages, some frozen stuff in there, and I do have some frozen ginger right there to get used up. And then we've got some adult beverages and some, why is there, oh, I was like, that looked like a hair. It's not, it's plastic. And then we've got, you know, cold packs and stuff like that. All right, so that's the freezer. Oh, and on the top we have our frosted mugs. Then the fridge. Like I said, I didn't clean it. Whew. It doesn't look too bad, thank goodness. I mean, it's a fridge, you guys. It's stuff we eat, right? So we've got milk there. We've got somebody's energy drink. I don't know who that is. I don't buy those. My celery to eat, I went ahead and put in there. These oats right here are my husband's. Everybody eats overnight oats, but they're a little bit different. Everybody likes their own version. We've got some home canned stuff back here. We have got on the top apple butter, then we've got raspberry jelly, and we've got this pepper jelly that I'm calling a pepper sauce because it didn't set that good. Oh my gosh, I'm going to use that right there and kind of do like a sweet and sour chicken. Ooh. And then I've got the almond milk that I'm using right now. My son just put that Pepsi in there. The bottle behind that is just an adult beverage. And then this shelf right here, these are my son's oats right here. And I actually don't have any because I ate all mine, so I need to make some more. We've got cottage cheese and sour cream. And then this side over is kind of my stuff. Like, you have to ask if you want some of it because there's so much stuff that I'm not eating right now. So I have light mayo, I have Tostitos, cheese, I have sugar-free whipped cream, and then I have got some chicken with that avocado salsa in it, some black beans, and some more chicken that I've gotten opened. And then this drawer right here is our cheese meat, whatever we throw in their drawer. So we've got cheese, we've got tortillas, and it looks like somebody used all the tortillas and didn't get another. Oh, no, there's tortillas there. Laughing cow cheese, all of that type of stuff. We've got leftovers right here. We've got spaghetti leftovers. We've got some eggs in there. This chicken right here is going to get grilled tonight. And then over here, we've got jelly and pickles. And then that back jar right there is bacon fat, chicken base, minced garlic, Parmesan, a big bottle of water. And then, of course, in the produce drawer, this produce right here is the oldest produce, this side. The rest of this is brand new. Whenever I bring produce home, I generally put it in the bottom drawer, but I bought so much today that it wouldn't all fit. So these cucumbers and these berries are brand new. And then this drawer is stuffed full of brand new veggies. And then of course the door, same as most people. Up at the top, we have the condiments you get from the stores. My son also likes these little hot sauces. We got those from him from Mexico. And then we have a lot of condiments. We are condiment people. If you look, this is a lot of hot sauces. I mean, how many hot sauces does one family need? We've got Cholula. We have got Frank's Red Hot. We've got La Exclusiva. We have got Taquiera Hernandez hot sauce. We've got Tapatio. We've got Taco Bell hot sauce. We've got Tabasco. We've got Tabasco Sriracha hot sauce. And then, of course, I've got Worcestershire. We've got some jalapenos, tartar sauce, horseradish, basil, some stuff like that. Then we've got pickles and a couple dressings in there. And also a hoisin sauce, I believe. Yep, hoisin sauce. And then we've got mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and ranch. I told you guys we were a ranch family. And then down on the bottom is kind of a hodgepodge. We have got our salsas down there. This jar down here, that one right there is actually my homemade jalapeno jam. A couple more dressings and some sugar-free strawberry preserves and our chocolate syrup that is open. All right, so now you've seen the fridge. Let's show you the cupboards and then we'll show you the prize. Surprise. The prize. The prize. The prize. Okay, so that's the fridge. Now let me show you the cupboards here. There's not a lot of stuff in there, so we'll go through it quickly. And then I'm going to show you guys the surprise that I've been talking about that I'm so excited about. Let's look at the cupboards. All right, you guys, so I do have this little shower caddy right here that I use for potatoes and onions and garlic. So up at the top, I have sweet potatoes and I have potatoes and I have onions and red onions and garlic. So let's talk about what we have in these right here. So these are not super full. So up at the top, there used to be ramen noodles. And obviously my son has eaten them all. Then we've got some quick, easy meals that need to be used up. We've got croutons, tortilla strips, open packages of crackers, super meals, and my son's stash of ramen noodles. Nothing too exciting there. I didn't clean any of this, just so you guys know. We've got my vitamins. We've got honey, sugar-free syrups. It's pretty empty in here right now. Guacamole, malted milk, some white cheddar. Then on the second shelf, it's more breakfast because we have our syrups. So we have real syrup, sugar-free syrup, Mrs. Butterworth's. Then we have the chia seeds that go into our oatmeal. We also have a sugar-free vanilla syrup in there. We have cream of wheat. We have my scale in there, peanut butter powder, and then cereal. And I just saw what was causing this to be kind of weird. There are some zingers in there. Somebody got zingers. Let's put those on the bottom shelf. There we go. And just the open things of cereal up on top. We don't have much up there. We've got half and half. We've got strawberry milk and some protein powder that I used to use that my son is finishing up. So I can actually put some of the stuff out of the pantry into there. I didn't realize how empty that had gotten. That's one thing. You're always going to be moving and shifting your pantry. All right, this is the beverages, and boy, is it a mess. I need to organize it and clean it again. It has tea and hot chocolate and more tea and the tahini drink topper and a whole bunch of coffee filters and decaf coffee up there. My husband drinks that every now and then. So we have a lot of David's tea in there. That's what's making such a mess. Oh, we have chocolate eggs in there that I'm hiding for myself. And then we also have Mio and Crystal Light, stuff like that back in there. And this is David's tea as well. This is what I'm saying, so much David's tea. Look at that sweet potato pie. Oh my gosh, I need a cup of tea. So are you ready for the surprise? You guys know that it has to do with this wall over here. Hello everybody. We are in the middle of this project. You can see a little bit of it right there. My hubby, of course, is busy at work and I'm not doing it without him, but let me show you guys kind of what's going on. So you can see that everything is at a standstill. You know, all the boards are ready. I've painted all of the boards and my hubby does not want these shelves to come down. So he is anchoring the supports on this into the wall using anchors and washers. And so this is the first look at what is going on in Snow Gardener 307's kitchen. Hello everybody. I just got home from work. I'm painting trim. It's 7:30 in the morning and I'm painting trim. I have to go to sleep, but I need to get the trim done because my husband got the shelves up and now he needs to trim them out. So let me show you guys what I've got. Okay, so here is what we've got so far. So look at all of these shelves. I am so excited. Now, of course, these shelves right here were already existing, and there is going to be trim along the front of every single shelf there, so there's still quite a bit of work to do. The color of the outside of the shelves match the cupboards. We did paint these cupboards here and redid those, you know, as an inexpensive way that we could do that. So the trim that my husband is doing is 1-inch trim, and it's going to be level with the bottom of the shelf, I believe. And so it's going to come up and it's going to have a little bit of a lip. So we needed the shelves to be big enough to where you could get over the lip and put them in, and then that will help keep them safe. Look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness, isn't it beautiful? I love it. Okay, everybody. My husband built these two shelves for me years ago because there was nothing on this wall when I moved in. So you can tell it's just decor for me. And there are a few more plans of what is going to happen with this area. Here right now it's just the garbage and the cat water. But this is the surprise I've been alluding to. These are my canning shelves. I am in love and they are so beautiful filled up. You see that they're not full yet because, you know, this girl just started canning, but we are definitely getting there. I love having a spot to put my jars once they are opened and not having to go to the garage or into the cold shed or anything. And so the concept is we have several quarts. We have half pints on this side, and then some things got, you know, we wanted some larger shelves too. Down at the bottom, that will be a half pint as well. I just don't have any jars to fill it. All of the jars that you see are jars that I plan on filling with things. So let me tell you guys really quick. Let's start up at the top here with what I've got. So we have got an entire shelf full of salsa. That's right. That's all salsa, all made this year. Then I canned carrots for the first time this year, and you see one jar is missing. We just ate them for dinner, and they are delicious. I canned a few jars of pickles from our garden cucumbers, and while they're super tasty, they're not very crunchy, and I did use pickle crisp, so we'll see. I may not be a pickle maker. And then on these two shelves, we have stewed rhubarb, and I just love these jars. Look at this little shape of these jars. So those will get filled. And then we have some juices. So we've got some orange juice and some pineapple juice. And this right here is the broth that's left from cowboy candy is what that is. And then we have jalapeno jelly. We have mango jelly. Oh, this right here, you guys, I talk about it all the time, every time I see it. This is the cranberry pear apple relish that I saw Leanne make, and it's delicious. I will be making more this year. We're going to have this with turkey and stuff. It's delicious. Rhubarb barbecue sauce. We're going to probably use some of this for our pulled pork. And of course, more, what is that? Peach? I want to say relish. Peach salsa. We have got some, all right, we're starting over on the shelf because I could not talk. This right here is rhubarb barbecue sauce, and it is absolutely delicious. We're probably going to use some of this on our pulled pork. We've got more of that peach salsa. We've got pickled asparagus. We've just got a few pretty jars there. And then we've got canned chicken. Now, this canned chicken right here, I didn't have quite enough to fill it, so I went ahead and threw a couple carrots and a couple potatoes in there. I'm going to try that one out for myself as a meal. We have got chicken broth, some empty jars, a little bit more chicken. We have got some canned ground beef. I just used 2 jars in my recipe tonight. We've got some canned beef, and then, of course, everything else is empty down here besides the shelf-stable pickled eggs. And right now I have my canning salt right here because it was an empty shelf, but most likely that is just going to be jars here soon. Of course, gallon-sized jars will fit there. The bottom shelf is completely empty. This shelf is just pretty for right now. And then I have some chicken soup that I did. And this one, you notice there's not a lot of meat in there. I wanted this to be able to just dump into a pot and add some pasta, and it's ready to go, or some rice. And we ate this the other night, and it was super yummy. And then we have the pickled asparagus. Delicious. I will be making some more of that next spring. More salsa. I made big jars. These potatoes, you guys, turned out so good. I got these on sale and canned those. And of course, I have so much canning that I'm going to do. And then we have cowboy candy. And the reason why they're separated is they're two different batches. I cut all of these jalapenos by hand, and I use the slicer to do this one. And so I'm going to see how they turn out better. And then I've got that jelly that I was telling you guys about, but I'm calling it pepper sauce because look at it didn't set right, but it's so yummy. And then the newest thing that we have added to our canning pantry is apple butter. My husband wanted apple butter. We did mainly smaller jars than that. And then these jars right here, I got for asparagus next year. So these right here are not designed for pressure canning, just steam bath canning. And then we have got more empty jars up there. I am so excited to finally film this wall for you guys because there's been a lot of times that I've been filming videos and realized that I'm showing the wall, and I wanted to surprise everybody, and I wanted to wait until I have time to can a little bit more stuff to put on it. I keep going up and showing you guys, but I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I want to thank my husband for helping my vision come to a reality. Now, if anybody is worried about the jars and natural light, don't worry. My kitchen has no natural light, so it's not a problem. There's not a single window in here because of the addition. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is where the light would have come from, right? From this right here, but it's just a pass through to the addition now. All right, everybody. Whew. What a long video. If it was long for me, I can only imagine how it's going to be for you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to take you along as I continue to fill this shelf and continue to get more food stability for my family. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of work to start, just an extra few dollars here or there. And if you are afraid of pressure canning, don't be. Just get started. All right, everybody, until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and